want to know how to reprogram your mind and change your circumstances? Are you in a situation right now in your life that you're not happy about? You're frustrated with something, you're lacking something in your life, or you're just overwhelmed with so many things happening? They say that half the battle is won inside your mind. If you change the way your mind works, you will actually change your circumstances.
What if you had the power to get anything you wanted out of life? Guess what? You do. Before I tell you how, please like, subscribe, and share. So what's the secret? You must reprogram your subconscious mind, and here's how. You find what you're looking for. Do this exercise. Choose a color. Look around you and list the first 3 things you notice that are the color that you chose. If you ask someone who is with you to do the same thing for the same color, they are very likely to notice 3 completely different things. Why? People find what they're looking for. They have different interests than you, so they will see different things. That means if you look for failure, you will find it. And if you look for success, you will find that. Your mind will believe whatever you tell it. That is really good news. Instead of wondering if you will have a good day today, you tell yourself, preferably out loud, yes, you should start talking to yourself, I'm going to have a great day. And then look for what's good.
Fear. What have you always wanted to do in life? Do you want to be a multi-million-dollar business owner? Do you want to be the first in your family to graduate from college? Do you want to start a family? Well, for me, I always wanted to be a rocket scientist, but obstacle and roadblocks came into my path where I questioned whether or not I'd be able to do it. The truth is this: if we do not have a way to reprogram our minds to overcome fear, we will never be successful at our own specific missions in life. And it started when I was 6 years old. And I'll never forget that day. I went on a field trip to the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. And there it was wonderful. I remember seeing these big engines and these jets. And we went to their mission control room. And it was amazing. I saw these big TV screens on the wall and these red plush chairs. And I also saw pictures of men launching rockets. And I said to myself, I want to be just like those men. Now, I'm not quite sure if you've noticed, I wear stilettos and skirts. I am definitely a woman. And that didn't stop me. I wanted to be just like these men. But obstacles came into my path. Now, here I am, 10 years old, in the middle of a 5th grade class, and right next to me is a boy who's also 10, and he has been recruited into a gang. He and I get into arguments quite regularly because, frankly, I don't know the power of my words at this age. And he wears this ring on his finger that he files down so it acts just like a knife. And so one day in a heated argument, he takes this ring and he socks me right under my eye. Now, being a champion, an Olympian, I stand up to defend myself and everything goes blank. I cannot see one thing. I am later rushed to the hospital. And I have 5 layers of stitches placed in my face, and the surgeon tells me I'm lucky. Had it been any higher, I would have lost my eye. Now, I'm pulled out of school for months, where right next door there's a crack house, and I see people getting high on the outside of my bedroom window. And our mother has us sleep in the bed in a certain direction, so if the bullets came through the house, if it came through the walls, it would hit our feet first and not our head. So in the middle of downtown Los Angeles, in poverty, face disfigured, and I want to be a rocket scientist. You must reprogram your brain with different thoughts. You must reprogram your brain with different thoughts. You know how you have a computer and it may be infected with a virus, and you have to take the virus off the computer and reboot it so it operates correctly? Well, our brains are the exact same way. What we have to do is take the virus out, which is called fear. And I learned this my first couple of months working as a rocket scientist. Now, I'm going to share a secret with you. When I first started in rocket science, I was completely intimidated. I remember going inside this room, and there was around 200 people in this room. And I remember looking around, and I was the only woman. And then I remember looking around again, and everyone was at least 20 years older than I was. And I was hearing all these words I didn't know. Beads of sweat would come down my forehead as I was hearing SSME, ITAR, RP1, ISP. I didn't know what any of this was, and that fear started coming into my brain again. And I didn't know whether or not I'd be able to make a significant difference. Then, a couple of weeks later, I had my second epiphany. I remember going into this room, and then I realized, wait, I'm educated, and I work hard at everything I do. I may not be able to make a significant difference now, but I will. So that's what I did. I literally told myself, I'm going to make a big difference here. And I found mentors to show me what SSME meant, which was the Space Shuttle Main Engine. The Space Shuttle Main Engine was huge. I found out where every single duct, line, weld, tube, every valve was placed, enough so I was able to help redesign new engines and sit in mission control. This work allowed me to become one of the youngest engineers of the year. You must reprogram your brain with different thoughts.
Use powerful, exciting language when you speak to yourself, and use it often. I am going to succeed. This is going to be an amazing day. I will smash my goals. And visualize yourself doing it. Create vivid images in your mind when making your affirmations.
Bending reality with the power of your subconscious mind. You probably already know that much of the brain's processing goes on in the subconscious mind. This mysterious part of you is responsible for your intuitions and your dreams, and it is constantly working in ways that your conscious mind doesn't understand. However, if you can tap into the true power of your subconscious mind, you open yourself up to a new world of success, happiness, and self-knowledge. Most people don't know how to do this, but those who do have skills that dramatically enhance their lives and help them to get ahead. In this guide, we'll look at bending reality with the subconscious mind. First, we'll help you understand how this part of the mind works and outline the benefits of learning how to activate subconscious mind power. Then, we'll move on to explore how to reprogram your mind through a series of techniques that you can start using today. Never underestimate the power of the mind. We commonly underestimate the power of the mind, and this can hold us back from achieving our full potential. We're typically conditioned to believe that the limits of the mind are constrained by what we learn from Western medicine. For example, the vast majority of the population likely believes that we can't bend reality with our minds. However, other doctrines, such as the law of attraction, tell us that we can develop mind control power and that we can play a major role in shaping how the world responds to us. Theories about the power of the subconscious mind have been around since ancient times, but are often rejected in favor of Western belief systems.
I'm being general for the audience, but you should be very, very specific. Know exactly what you want and say it out loud while you imagine it. And even when you do encounter bumps along the way, you'll be in a strong, positive frame of mind to manage them and even find the positive aspects in them because you've trained your mind to be positive. Want to explode the power of these methods? Watch my first video on self-hypnosis. Record your affirmations and listen to them during hypnosis. Your subconscious mind will drive you to achieve what you want constantly. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. It will help them too.